All right, this is Chuck Williams, and this is our weekly Hong Kong Isagenix opportunity call. And people from around the world tend to get on this call, but we specifically set this time to meet the needs of our team in Hong Kong and that area. Leaders Willie Davis and Juana Taylor, the Davis family, very, very excited about what's going to happen in Hong Kong and surrounding countries. I'd like to start our conversation with just talking about the market a little bit. And there's a flyer out there you can get. It's called the Experience the Isagenix Difference. And it starts out with, what does your dream look like? And Willie, I want you to just start our call off this morning and tell people the importance of a strong dream or a strong why, and why that's important to build in any business. So Willie, go right ahead, sir.
All right, thank you, Chuck. But the why is so very important because you have to set goals. If you don't set a goal, it's like blindfolding yourself and taking an arrow and try to hit your target. Mm-hmm. And it's just your likelihood of doing it is almost nil to none. But if you will set your goals, that's actually the first step. But the most important step of that is writing the goal down. There's something magical that happens once you get the goal out of your head and you get it on paper that you can see it in front of you. And you say something about flyers, or even they'll have like a wall where on your wall you post your goals. If you want to look a certain way, you take a picture of what you want to look like and put it there. So you keep that image in front of you. And so even like knowing what we're going to do here as far as building the teams in Hong Kong and what's going to happen in England, you just get a vision of it, you set it down as a goal, and then you take your objectives of how you're going to get there. And that's why it's so important to set goals for what you're going to do.
Well, I don't usually do this, but I'll show you my dream board. So I'll turn my camera on here. Can you see my dream board there? This was a goal for Diane and me before we even knew about Isagenix. And that's the direction we're heading. It's kind of funny. And then over here, we've got something that's very, very important to us. It's some checks to our church.
Hey, Chuck, I still see Meet the Founders. Do you have to share?
Got to switch screens there. So let me do that real quick.
There we go.
All right, so this is the picture I was trying to show you earlier that's been on my dream board for some time now. And that's one of my philosophies, never quit. That little frog is just not going to give up. That's the car, my next car you'll see me in. Family is very important to me. And then I got some checks here written to my church. And at the center of my dream board is Christ. Our dream home over here. So when we talk about a dream board, we actually practice what we preach. So really encourage you to get that dream nailed down. And then while I've got the screen here, I'll just show you this flyer. These are available in your Isagenix tools. But it's a way to just take a prospect easily through a one-page flyer. Works very, very nicely. So let's go back.
Way to go, Chuck. That's the way you lead. Lead by example.
Yep. Now we'll see if I can get my camera back. Okay. You're probably seeing me now, though. I don't want that.
Okay, now we got the covers back.
Okay, good. Thank you, Willie. All right, so little pause in the recording there, but I thought it was important to show you that when we talk about these things, they really are important. And sometimes I take them for granted that people know the importance of a dream board and keeping that in front of you. But that's what keeps you motivated on a daily basis. So Willie talked about the why. I showed you that Diane and I have our why not only written out, but also pictured to where we can see it, because that's how our mind works. So here's how Isagenix can help make your dream a reality. We're doing business in 12 countries already. We're getting ready to open up in the UK, and we'll close our presentation today talking about that. That's very, very important. I'll be there next week. But number one is the market trends. There's a growing demand for what we do. Number one, we are known as a weight loss company. Now, we're much more than a weight loss company now, but that's how Isagenix started, and that's what they're most popular for. Well, that market alone is a $672 billion market. So even if we are only a weight loss business, that's a huge market that could meet all of our needs beyond. Really an abundance market. $672 billion. Estimated in 2015, and it's just growing since then. That's the global weight loss market. Then you get the fact that over 69% of people in North America are considered overweight or obese. Now, I know we're in 12 different markets, getting ready to go into Europe, so that varies by your market. But here in the United States, it's rampant, the opportunity to help people with their weight loss. Then we've got $285 billion healthy aging market. $285 billion global healthy aging product market. We've got some phenomenal healthy aging products. There's a $75 billion gym-based fitness industry. We just had our first gentleman join the team strictly for the fitness and the performance products. And I talked to him just this week. He's going to be doing a testimonial for us. But he said, Chuck, I'm doing a training for some big events I got coming up. And one of the trainings I just did was a 40-mile bike ride up and down some of the highest mountains in North Carolina. He gave me the elevation number. I just don't remember. But he's really into the sport. He said, Chuck, I took the Isagenix before and after products, and he said it was amazing. He said, normally after a training of that such, I would have been extremely sore. He goes, I wasn't. And he attributes that to our performance products. And then lastly, talking about a potential need that we could fill, 76% of people's primary life stresses are money and work. We have solutions for all these. So our slogan at Isagenix is solutions to transform lives. So we've got the weight loss solution. We've got the energy solution, people needing more energy. We've got the performance solution. This is for your athletes, your people that work on the gym, the gym-based fitness industry, as we called it earlier. And then we've got the healthy aging, which is a booming, absolutely booming market in itself. And my personal favorite is the wealth creation. And we have phenomenal leadership in Herb and Patty Cepeda. I don't know if you noticed that flyer I showed you earlier, but Herb and Patty Cepeda's picture is under the box for the solution for wealth creation. So let me go back to the core products now. Get some phenomenal success stories going on. You can read them here. I saw we had Willie Davis on the line. I'm looking forward to getting those stories of your wife and daughter so I can add those to the list here. But why don't you come on the line and verbally share those stories with us. I'm very, very excited about what both your wife and daughter are doing. So, Willie, would you mind sharing?
Sure, absolutely. And I have my wife sitting right here at the table with me. So she's like all excited about the inches that she lost during the program. My daughter, on her last measurement, down 14 pounds and how many inches?
No, like 14 inches. No, she's about 22 inches.
Yes.
Wow.
So my wife, days. Yeah, my wife is saying my daughter lost about 22 inches total in 9 days. And she's in a criminology program at the university. And her uniform, you know, how you get the love handles and stuff like that. And all that's gone away. So we're excited. We got her entered into the ISO challenge, the Isagenix challenge. So we're recording all her progress online. So I'll be able to get that to you. You can put it into your chart, Chuck. But what they're doing is, you know, she wants to go a few days before she measures again and before she weighs in. So she don't want to get discouraged.
Excellent. Well, let's go to Arkansas. And David is supporting our Hong Kong call today. David, you've had some great early success. And as we were talking before the call, don't compare your success to others. I know Farmer John was going to be on here today, but Farmer John, he did not donate any weight the first week. The second week, he was able to do better. He lost 5 pounds. In the third week, he donated 10 more pounds for a total of 15. But it took him a while. And we've also found that typically ladies tend to lose at a little slower pace than men. So, again, don't compare yourself to others. Just know there are hundreds and hundreds. Actually, I think there's millions, but let's keep conservative. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people have had success with products over the last 14 years. So the product's not on trial here. It's just a matter of if you're going to stay with the program for it to work for you. So, David, tell us your personal story, please.
Well, Chuck, I got started. It's good to be on the call this morning with the far west from Arkansas. So when I got started on the product March 1, I was looking at losing about probably 20 pounds. When I went into the program, I started out at 231.6, measured it, went out of town, stayed on the product, the shakes. I came back, and I feel like I lost about 5 or 6 pounds. That's kind of the way I felt. I had more energy. I sleep better at night. But when I got back, I weighed after about 4 days, it dropped to 9.5 pounds. And since I've been on it 3 weeks, I guess today, 3 weeks today, I'm down 16 pounds. Well, let's put I shed or donated 16 pounds. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this weekend to find out more about the details and make sure I'm doing the program right, because it's always a tweaking moment. Back to you.
David's referring to the Cepedas have an event coming up this coming weekend that's going to be amazing, and we'll begin you the information as soon as possible after that event. So now we get the picture back again of the Meet the Founders, and just want to tell you we have phenomenal leadership at the corporate level. Jim and Kathy Coover helped co-found this company with another gentleman, John Anderson. I mentioned earlier we're in 12 countries around the world. And John Anderson is the master formulator. So John and Jim Coover are the two co-founders. And then Jim's wife, Kathy, is very, very instrumental in the network building side. And then their son, Eric, is also very instrumental in running the company. And he's the obvious heir apparent to that leadership role. So those are the leaders in the company. And I think anytime you're looking at an opportunity, you need to evaluate the leadership. And we have the best of the best in our leadership. Also, at the field level, we mentioned Herb and Patty Cepeda. Well, Herb and Patty Cepeda are on the flyer that I showed earlier under the button of the solution for wealth generation. So they are absolutely at the forefront as the number one income earners in the company. They've got a phenomenal training system in place, and that's what David and myself and others here in the United States are going to experience this weekend, and we'll be sharing that with our team around the world. But we're very, very excited to be on the Cepedas team. They're the number one income earners in Isagenix, and they've helped many, many people become millionaires in Isagenix. Very exciting to be part of their team. If you want to check out their website, it's besetfreelife.com, besetfreelife.com. Phenomenal short video there that people can watch, and very, very excited about being on their team. This is the event that David and Farmer John and Pam, myself, Pete, Hamby, and other leaders will be going to. And we'll be getting information to you as soon as possible. In fact, probably Sunday morning your time. It'll be Saturday night our time here in the United States. We'll be giving you an update from Charlotte on some of our major takeaways from the first 2.5 days. I want to close out our call just talking about the UK. We are going into the UK officially late April, early May. We're doing a pre-launch right now. That pre-launch is very, very exciting. It gives you the opportunity to basically build your team in the UK before the official launch. That's exactly what it is. So you can literally enroll people. So next week, I will be going to Manchester, England. I'll be flying in on Wednesday, the 28th, I believe it is. It's either 28th or 29th, but it is Wednesday for sure. I'll be flying into Manchester. And then that Thursday, there's a big meeting put on by Isagenix for their pre-launch tour. It's actually the 4th of 6 cities. That's what I'm picking up the tour is in Manchester. And then the next day we'll be in Birmingham. and the next day, April 1st, we'll be in London. So if you know anybody in England, you want to get them pre-enrolled. It's free. So you're going to take them to your site, get them pre-enrolled, and then once they're pre-enrolled, they can in turn pre-enroll others. This is a list of the products that we're going to be using to launch in the UK. Every market has its own product line specifically tailored for the people of that marketplace. And so these are the products we're going to start out with in the UK. Very, very excited about my trip next week. And again, you've got from that point at least a full month, I would say, until the official launch. So if you can get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 or whatever number you want, your dream is your dream. But the more people you can get pre-enrolled in the UK, the better for you and them. And the sooner you could do it, that allows for more time for compounding. You teach them how to pre-enroll and they can multiply literally like rabbits. So here's a couple official disclaimers that come off the Isagenix website. Very important anytime you do a presentation or video something that you include the disclaimers. Isagenix is a 14-plus-year-old company. It's a they've done over $4 billion in sales over the cumulative time of their company. This year, 2017, they project to have their first billion-dollar single year. So the company's on a very strong growth rate. 2020, they're projected to top $2 billion in a single year. And so your timing is perfect. All right, hopefully you've had a chance to read these disclaimers. I will read the earnings disclaimer just for compliance sake. Earnings levels for Isagenix Independent Associates that appear in this publication or during this presentation are examples and should not be construed as typical or average. Income level achievements are dependent upon the individual's associate's business skills, personal ambition, time, commitment, activity, and demographic factors. For average earnings, see the Isagenix Independent Associate Earnings Statement found at www.isagenixearnings.com. You'll notice a couple of disclaimers there we talked about. So I hope this helps you get off to a good start with Isagenix. For those of you in the UK, Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, you want to get back with the person who invited you to this presentation. Find out how to get started in your market. If you want to build outside of your market, you're going to need to pay an extra $49 US. I don't know what that translates into your currency, but that's to build an international business. And so like here in the United States, we can market in Canada, Puerto Rico, and the United States with our associate fee that we paid of $29. In your market, you'll be able to market in your local country area also. But if you want to go outside that to all 12 and the UK, there is that small fee for international sponsorship. To find that, you're going to go to your back office, Isagenix back office, click on products, order products, and then down the bottom of that, you'll see international. You click on that, you pay your $49, and now you have the ability to build your business in the UK and internationally. Most of us leaders have taken advantage of that. It's a personal choice. You don't have to do it by any means. Most people don't. In fact, most people involved in Isagenix are involved simply as customers. I got to tell you, of all the things I've done in business, this has been my favorite. The fulfillment and the satisfaction of watching people's lives transformed in the short time we've been in this is amazing. I can hardly imagine what it'd be like to be like Herman Patty Cepeda, to have seen thousands and thousands of lives transformed, not only physically, which we're seeing now, and it's been so enjoyable and so satisfying, but then also financially. To see people achieve financial freedom, to know they can achieve that with a long-term legacy company here, that the foundation is completely already set. 14 years of history. The company Isagenix is not on trial. It's becoming a household name here in the United States, but that's a good thing. We have nothing but positive press. It's very, very exciting. I have not found anything negative about Isagenix. People that use the product are happy. Those who, for whatever reason, don't like it, they get their money back. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So they're really big on customer satisfaction. In fact, one of the slogans I love that they have is, if it's not good for the customer, it's not good for the company. This weekend, we will be learning about a new initiative that's being launched right after this weekend, and it's called the Customer First Initiative, where customers will somehow count towards your rank advancements and things like they have not done in the past. I'm very excited to learn about that and teach about that. So we'll be back again next, this coming Saturday. We'll be giving you an update from Charlotte, and then I'll be getting with Willie and one of the other leaders to schedule our next call. Willie, that might be something you want to take over. Zoom is very easy to use. Go to zoom.us. You can sign up for free. There's a free account where you get up to 50 people. You just got to keep your calls limited to under 45 minutes. All right, let's open up to questions. Do we have any questions from anybody today before we go about our evening in Hong Kong, Philippines, and Asia, and our morning here in the United States? Any questions or anything? All right, then I want to encourage all of you at this point to get back with the person who invited you to watch this recording. Let them know your level of interest. Hey, I want to try the products. That's a great way to get started. I'm serious from day one. I want to be a business builder. Make sure you let the person know your situation, what your goals are, what your dream is, your budget, to where they can tailor a solution specifically for you, because there are multiple ways to build this business, and we want to tailor a solution that's specific to help you achieve your goals and your desires, your dreams. So with that, God bless you. Have a great day. Next time you hear from me will be after the Charlotte training. Can't wait to share some of the nuggets I learned with you, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless and good night.